Hey, Mike, I was wondering if you could give us a nice little bink and boom segment around the college basketball landscape, since March is on the horizon and most teams have over 25 games under their belt. I know UConn and Pitt play this weekend. You were there last week for their short war. I believe you were in the building for a remote, and I heard you talk about the other conferences, and it didn't sound like you – it sounds like you don't see eye to eye with any of the other.
Well, I don't think anybody's in their league. You know, there's a question now that's being bandied about, Andy, that is this the strongest conference in the history of college basketball? Is this conference that good this year that it could dominate the sport on a very, unique level? I mean, they have the 1-2 teams in the country right now. They have 5 teams that are very high in the polls, okay? They have 5 teams that could be in the, I don't want to say you're going to get 5 to the Final 8 because it's very difficult to do. They could get 4 to the Final 8. It's not, depending on how they align them. I don't even think there's another conference that has, even anywhere near as good as they are. I don't think there's another conference that has 2 teams that could be a Final 4 teams. Like ACC, I don't think 2 teams out of the ACC could make the Final 4.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. UConn and Pitt, we'll give them upper-tier status.
Oh, they're the 2 best teams in the country.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Louisville, Marquette, and Villanova, second tier. You don't think there's another team out there that can be on that second-tier level as those 3 schools?
No, what I said was I don't think there's any other conference in the country that has 2 teams that could be in the Final 4.
Well, part of the
like
the
what?
love of
Give me a league that has 2 teams that are worthy of being Final 4 contenders. What league?
Well, I'm not going to say ACC because you're down on Duke and UNC.
No, I think USC, if everything went right, could get there. I don't think Duke can. I don't think Wake can. If you give me the Big Ten, who's the best team in the Big Ten? You want to give me
Michigan State,
and they are up and down, and they're up and down anyway. I mean, very much up and down. Illinois is not any good. Purdue's not really any good. You go out there, you want to tell me Kansas is the real deal? You got Oklahoma with Griffin, that's the real deal. You want to tell me Kansas is the real deal?
I don't think Kansas is the real deal.
West,
part of the whole
out west, your best team out west has probably got 5 losses.
Well, yeah. Right now, University of Washington has 4 losses in the Pac-10, and UCLA and Arizona State both have 5 in their conference.
Right. So, I mean, you're talking about Arizona State beat Arizona 70-68 last night in a game that was closer than everybody thought it would be. And the SEC doesn't have it. So, really, I mean, any way you cut it, the Big East not only has what I think are the 2 best teams in the country, they have another team that could be a Final 8 team. I'm not going to say a Final 4 team because I think it'd be a lot for Louisville, Villanova. Of those 3 teams, I think Villanova's got the best chance because I think they can really beat you with those guards, and I think they could be a Final 4 team. I don't think Louisville shoots it well enough to be a Final 4 team, and I don't think Marquette's got anything on the baseline to really help them. So I'm going to say I think Villanova. I think West Virginia's very good. I think they're very underrated. They're a tournament team. I think they could have a tournament where they could win 2 or 3 games. Any one of those Big East teams could win 3 games. You win 3 games, you're in the conference final. You're in the round of 8. You're in the regional final. If you're in the regional final, you had a big year. That's 2 games, and you win that 3rd game. That 3rd win gets you to the regional final. That's a big deal. 4 wins gets you to the Final 4. So that 3rd win is a very big win in college basketball.